Bada bing, bada boom. You know what it is. Geeks are back in the mix. We're going to Abu Dhabi, baby. Let's go. These fights start early, 10 a.m. prelims. We're going to break down every single fight from the bottom to the top. Stay tuned. We're on a bender. First fight of the night, Lena Landsberg, 10-6, coming out against Carol Rosa, 15-4. This is a bantamweight scrap. I'm taking Carol Rosa in this one. She's minus 265. I know that we like to play these value spots in these female boots, usually pretty close. But Carol Rosa's level of competition is pretty damn good, and it's impressive. I mean, she comes out and she beats girls that have some really good records and some good experience. So I think Carol Rosa's gonna have no problem fighting through Lena Landsberg as the first fight of the night in Abu Dhabi. Give me her at minus 265. I won't actually bet this, but she might be lay worthy in my eyes. Let's go into the next one. Goosey, who do you got?
Taking Carol Rosa, a little bit steep, but I feel like she's in a good spot to bounce back here. She lost. She got out grappled by an Olympic wrestler last time out in Sarah McMahon. I mean, I'm going to take that as a lesson, not a loss. I think it helps her propel going forward. She should be able to mix it up well with Lena Landsberg. I think she will find spots on the feed, and if she gets in trouble, she can go to the takedown. We saw her take Jocelyn Edwards down 4 times, and I just think that this bodes well. She's getting into her prime at 27. Lena Landsberg, on the other hand, is 40 years old. So I'm going to go with the favorite in this one.
Let's go. Fishman, what do you got?
Yeah, riding with Carol Rosa on this one. I mean, there's a 12-year age difference on this one. Attached to that, Carol Rosa's, I think she's got better striking. I think she's got better ground game, and she's just going to come out with the dub on this one.
Let's go. Dano, what do you got?
Clean sweep. Lena Landsberg is a good kickboxer, but I believe takedowns of Carol Rosa mixed in with her high striking efficiency, I believe that's going to be able to get a job done.
Let's go. We're moving right into the next one. We got a little firecracker here, little superstar on the rise. We got Muhammad Mokaev, 7-0, coming out against Malcolm Gordon, 14-5. This one's pretty simple for me. I feel like I can see right through what they're doing here. Muhammad's a star, and this guy's got some crazy good talent. They're building him. Huge undercard spot for the kid. He's going to get Malcolm Gordon. Malcolm Gordon, known to be a little chinny. He's been sparked in the first round a couple times, second round a couple times. He's been put away. This is a perfect spot for Muhammad Mokaev to come out, make a big performance. I mean, the guy's elite grappler, and he can stand, as he just showed us against Charles Johnson. That guy's good, man. That guy's a good opponent, and he dominated him for 3 rounds. So I look for Mokaev to come out and make a big splash here. That's why he's on these pay-per-views, and that's why he's minus 750. Phew. All right, take it easy. But that's where I'm going. So, Dano, what do you got?
Don't think too deep into this one. Like you said, it's a setup for Mokaev. Even though he reps the UK, he's got that Dagestani wrestling in him. He's got over 11 takedowns per fight, but since it's so high, it really means that he's not controlling them down there. They're getting back up and stuff, but I believe he's going to be able to get a job done on Malcolm Gordon inside the distance.
Let's go. Fishman, what do you got?
Yeah, give me Mokaev, probably submission. But yeah, this dude's a dog. He was my fighter of the week last time out. And yeah, real prospect, real young kid that's coming up. So again, this week I'm looking forward to seeing him fight. But yeah, Mokaev, give me Mokaev. Probably sub. I'm going with sub.
I like that snipe. What do you got, Goosey?
We're going 4 for 4. I'm picking Mokaev. We've seen him grapple, incredible grappling, definitely lives up to the hype. I hope against this opponent who Malcolm Gordon, he does like to get it to the ground as well. I hope Mokaev wants to stand up and show that off a little bit, because I do want to see what the striking's like. He's getting 11 takedowns. He's shooting about 22 per 15 minutes on average. I want to see if he can go put it all together and really grow into this prospect that he is. And I think we're on a collision course maybe for a guy we saw this past weekend, Tatsuro Taira, undefeated flyweight. I think down the road that could be big for the flyweight division.
Wow, that would be a stellar matchup. Let's move in to the next one. Actually, before we move off that one, Muhammad Mokaev comes out fast. I mean, this guy tries to finish people in the first 30 seconds of fights. So that's a live live line. If you can find Mokaev by sub first round, that'd be great, especially at flyweight. All right, let's go into the next one. We have got 185 pounders, middleweights, Armen Petrosyan versus AJ Dobson. This is going to be absolutely nonsense. I like Armen Petrosyan late. I like AJ Dobson early. AJ Dobson 6-1. This guy comes out and has really bad intentions, and it's really fucking dangerous for the first round. I mean, he picks guys up, he slams guys down, he hits their heads off their shoulders. You name it, he's got it. I mean, the power is just really, honestly insane. On the other hand, Armen Petrosyan has been sparked in the first round. So that's like the scariest thing you look at when you're looking at this fight, because you know AJ Dobson comes out like a bat out of hell. I think Petrosyan can outlast him and really put some work on him rounds 2 and 3. So I'm gonna take Petrosyan to get the job done in round 3, specifically round 3 knockout. So that's where I'm rolling. What do you got, Goosey?
I'm going to pick Petrosyan as well. I think this will turn into a stand-up bout, and Petrosyan is the better stand-up fighter. AJ Dobson, he could resort to wrestling. He probably is going to be the better wrestler, but he doesn't have the best gas tank, and I feel like a grappling heavy game plan will very much put a damper on that, really slow him down, and then lead to Petrosyan taking over late. But I see Dobson going out, throwing big shots, trying to put him away, right into a counter from Petrosyan, because he does play that game pretty well. He's a good kickboxer, and minus 205 seems about right.
Yeah, sounds good. Dana, what do you got?
I'm riding with Petrosyan too, even though these guys don't love being on the ground. Opposite of what Goose said, I actually think Petrosyan will be better on the ground. So if this does go, I think it's going to be because AJ Dobson maybe gets rocked and shoots the takedown, or it's just because Petrosyan's switching up the game plan. But I like Petrosyan on the feet. He is a dog. He's got pop. So does Dobson, but I'm going to ride with Petrosyan. I like this one.
More calculated pop. Fishman, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm a rider with Petrosyan on this one as well. Yeah, I don't see Dobson getting it done early. I just see maybe he just gets lucky and that's the only way he gets it done. But Petrosyan, I think it might just be a good old maybe decision. Maybe I might ride Petrosyan decision on that. I'm gonna check the values on that one.
All right, yeah, facts. That could be a nice value play right there. We're gonna move right into the next one. We got a welterweight scrap. We got Abubakar Nurmagomedov, 16-3-1, Russian, coming out against Gadzi Omargadzhiev, 13-1, Russian. So I kind of like that matchmaking right there. Let's make one of them lose. I'm gonna take Gadzi Omargadzhiev in this one, just because I feel like he's got a couple more threats than Abubakar's got in his bag, and I'm not really liking the whole top position control game in this matchup. I think Gadzi's gonna have some scramble abilities, and I think his hands are gonna hold up. So give me Gadzi Omargadzhiev, and the line for him is plus 147. Let's go. The dogs are barking, my boy. What do you got, Goosey?
I'm going to pick Gadzi Omargadzhiev as well. And his last time out, he really got out grappled, which was his game plan against Caio Borralho. But no shame in that. He's a very good grappler. And I thought that he was a little bit undersized for that middleweight class. So now he's dropping down to welterweight. He's still that Sambo world champion that he was. Now he's just going to be in better shape. He's going to be cutting weight. And I think he goes out and out grapples Abubakar in this one. It might be sketchy on the feet, but I think he will be a big guy in there at that 170-pound division, and his grappling skills will take over. So give me the dog in this one.
Let's go. Fishman, what do you got?
Yeah, this one was kind of tough for me, but I think in the end I'm just gonna go with Omargadzhiev and just for the dog price. But I think this is a very close matchup, and I think just Omargadzhiev has got the value in it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got on that one. But yeah, he definitely he's a dog, and he fought a dog his last time out in Borralho, so and he's fighting this card too as well. So, but yeah, I mean, let's go with Omargadzhiev on that one.
Let's go. A couple guys that Cal's gone through. Dano, what do you got?
I'm sweeping with you guys. You guys have said all the same, but what I like in this fight, I like the over in this one, or at least a decision. Even though Omargadzhiev did get out grappled, he's still a pretty good grappler. They're both slow output type of guys. They're not super high output. They like being on the ground. I could see them just going back and forth, up against the fence. And they're both pretty similar. The reach is similar, the height's similar, and the age is similar. So it'll be two like fighters going out there, and wrestlers, slow pace type of guys. So I like the over in this one, but I am going to ride with Gadzi as well.
Let's get into this next scrap because this under is going to be an absolute beauty. We got Zubaira Tukhugov, 25-1 Russian, fighting Lucas Almeida, 14-1 Brazilian at featherweight. Like I said, 145 pounds. Dude, these guys come out and bang. These guys come out and they sling leather. They want to melt faces. They want to break facial bones. All right. I'm gonna take Tukhugov in this one because I like his volume, and I think that he's gonna be more elusive in a fight that there's gonna be a lot of slinging, dangerous shit, going through the air. So Lucas Almeida, I've seen him kind of gas. I've seen him get hit. I've just seen him act, hesitate in certain positions where I can just really trust that Zubaira is going to be going full speed, balls to the walls. He's not going to be, hesitation's not in this guy's game. They both are known for knockouts. If you go back, look through Tukhugov's record, I mean, a win of Ricardo Ramos is aging pretty nicely. So, I mean, Lucas Almeida, obviously, yeah, he just knocked out, what's his name, Mike Trezano. That's pretty impressive. Mike Trezano is known to have a chin. So someone's going down in this. I'm taking the under. I'm really probably just going to ride with that instead of going with Zubaira. So that's kind of where I'm at. Fishman, what do you think?
I'm riding with Zubaira on this one. I just think he's gonna get the job done. I mean, he's out of AKA, good gym, and Almeida. I just think he's gotta put the hands on him to win, and I don't think that Zubaira is gonna let that happen. So I'm riding with Zubaira.
Let's go, Dana. What do you got?
I'm riding with Zubaira too, and I think he's only going to lose by knockout, I believe, because he's got 100% takedown defense. So on the ground game, I feel like it's going to be in his hands whether it goes to the ground or not. He's also getting over 2 takedowns per fight, so I could see him, like you said, CEO, gassing Almeida out. I could totally see that with the takedowns over and over again. If Almeida shoots, I feel like that's going to put him in a bad spot for a guillotine, elbows, any like dirty boxing in the middle. So I'm going to ride with Zubaira.
Hell yeah, and I like action in this one. Goosey, what do you think about action?
I'm going with Almeida. I think I like that dog value. I like that he got the chin of Mike Trezano last time out because that is no small feat. Trezano made it all the way through the Ultimate Fighter. He's fought guys like Hakeem Dawodu and a bunch of other power punchers in the UFC. Never been knocked out. Lucas Almeida was able to knock him down twice, which had never even happened in the UFC. He fought Ludwig Klein as well. Took a few shots, kept moving forward, got the win. So I think Almeida's in a good spot, especially because we've seen Zubaira Tukhugov be hittable on the feet. He's gotten hit early, and if he's knocking guys out that have never got knocked out, I've seen Zubaira get knocked out. He has a first round loss on his record, so it's gonna be sketchy early. If Zubaira's able to get the takedowns going and that heavy grappling, it could be a different story, but at dog money, I think it's worth a shot on Lucas Almeida, especially that knockout line.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that the value is definitely going to be in action, and this one's going to be about as close to a coin flip as it gets. So let's move right into the next one, man. We got Volkan Oezdemir, 18-6-0, coming out against Nikita Krylov, 28-9. And let's just go through who these guys are coming off against because it's honestly hilarious. I mean, we got Volkan Oezdemir coming off against Paul Craig. We were all watching the London card, and Paul Craig's rolling on the floor. Looks like Ryan Hall. Guys absolutely throwing hissy fits on the mat. Can't get it there. Then we got Nikita Krylov, who does the absolute dirty to the boy, Gustafsson. So, I mean, these guys are both on little streaks right now. I guess you could say Krylov's a little bit on a higher horse coming off his knockout. Oezdemir definitely should have put away Paul Craig in that fight. Paul Craig did not look good. So, off rip, I'm thinking Krylov's going to have more momentum, and I think that his striking's looking better as of lately. So that's kind of where I'm laying. I'm laying Krylov inside the distance, maybe a decision. I just think that he gets it done in this. I'm pretty confident in Krylov. Oezdemir is really, really going down for me. He's not getting better in these older days. So give me Nikita Krylov to hold on to whatever he's got left and really battle this one out. It is going to be a tough matchup, but he's going to have the ability to switch it up. And Oezdemir is just he really frustrated me in that last fight. I'm not going to lie. So I can't trust him in this one. What do you got, Goosey?
I'm going with Krylov. I know the MMA math between Paul Craig, Krylov got the L, Oezdemir got the win, but styles make fights, and I think in another MMA math, you see that Krylov might have the better stand-up because they both fought Magomed Ankalaev, and Ankalaev was having to shoot takedowns on Krylov where he was playing the stand-up game with Oezdemir. So I think Krylov definitely not definitely, but will get the better of the striking. I think if it goes to the ground, it's because Krylov's trying to shoot takedowns. And then he'll be able to mix them up. So give me Krylov in this one.
100%. What do you got, Fishman?
Yeah, I'm riding Nikita Krylov as well. He's coming off that win off Gustafsson, and yeah, I do think his hands are getting better, like you said. But yeah, I mean, this guy, I'm seeing a finish. I think he's gonna get a finish in this fight. Maybe, and I don't think late. Maybe second round. I'm going with the Nikita Krylov finish second round. That's what I'm feeling.
Let's go.
Hey, man, if Paul Craig's touching you up, Krylov's going to have a little day with you. Dano, what do you
Yes,
got?
sir.
Clean sweep once again. I'm going with Krylov, and even though he had that weird loss to Paul Craig, and even though these guys are both big, powerful light heavyweights, Krylov's got some power in those fists. Because in that Paul Craig fight, I feel like he knocked Paul Craig out a couple times off his back, and then just fell into that triangle off Paul Craig's back, and then the rest is history. I feel like he's going to learn from that. If this does go to the ground, he's not going to play around with Volkan Oezdemir. He does have mean ground and pound. Kickboxing, I'm going to ride with Krylov, and this is going to be a banger. I could see it going to Oezdemir because Oezdemir is a beast, but like you said, in his older days, he has been declining in his performances. Krylov is only 30 years old, not too old yet. A lot of pop, a lot of energy. This fight's going to be a banger, but I'm riding with Krylov.
Let's move into the next one. We got a middleweight scrap. Mahmud Muradov, 25-7, coming out against Caio Borralho, the man we've already been talking about in this video. 12-1, the super prospect. I mean, this guy's phenomenal, man. I'm really not going to fade this guy for shit, honestly. I mean, until I see a weakness, there's no reason to fade this kid for any kind of reason. Everybody that he's going to be fighting coming up is going to have things that you've seen go poorly. Caio Borralho has been a beast and is just displaying absolute masterclass performances time in and time out in the octagon. I think he's going to continue to do such against Magomed Muradov. He has elite striking. It's awesome. I love to see it when he does it. He doesn't like to do it a lot because his grappling is so damn good. He can kind of just contain people. And why wouldn't you just contain people if you can do it so easily? So I think, if he doesn't knock him out in the feet, he'll have the opportunity to feel out Muradov, like see what he wants to do. And then if it's too much, he'll just grapple him up. So Caio Borralho, parlay piece for me. Let me see what the line is on him. He's probably massive favorite. He's minus 230, so not too crazy. I think he's parlay worthy. What do you got, Goosey?
Makhmud Muradov in this one, he's an underdog. He has good stand-up. I think he'll have the better end of the stand-up, but Caio Borralho might have the recipe for him in this one. I think he does have some value on him, right around minus 200, because he'll definitely have the better grappling. I think he'll be able to go out there, get takedowns, and we've seen him. He was working with Damian Maia in Brazil. He flew across the Atlantic, went to Sweden, and was training at All Stars with Hamza and Till and all them. So I expect him to come out with a more aggressive game plan, and I expect him to get I could see ground and pound or submission, but inside the distance, maybe round one even, because he will have a big advantage in the grappling department. And if he gets it there early, it's probably going to end the fight.
Yeah. I mean, I guess losing to Gerald Meerschaert by sub isn't like disgraceful, but I mean, Gerald Meerschaert is Gerald Meerschaert, in 2021. So you're gonna have to get through Cal. Let's go, Fishman. What do you think?
Give me Borralho. This dude's a beast, bro. Like you said, like he hasn't shown any weakness. He comes out, and until then, I'm riding with Cal, bro. He's that dude right now. Like Goose said, the stand-up department, he doesn't lack. He might be slightly at a disadvantage, but it's not that crazy of a discrepancy. But in the grappling department, I think that's where it's going to go down. Like Goose said, sub maybe early first, maybe second. I don't even know, but he's definitely going to get this guy on the ground, have his way with him.
Yeah, for sure. I hope so, at least because Muradov was on a 14 fight win streak coming into that Gerald Meerschaert fight where he slipped the sub. So gonna need to slip the sub game. We need to get the grappling going. Dano, what do you think about this matchup?
Bravo, he's another one, kind of like Muhammad Mokaev, where he's a rising prospect. The UFC really likes him. He's one of those guys that was on the Contender Series twice. He won both of them. Finally got the contract a second time. And then, like Goose said, he's over there with Hamzat, and I feel like that's only going to fuel the fire because Brajo's got such a, I feel like, annoying fighting style to go against because once it's on the ground, you're in danger in any spot. So you want to stay on the feet with him, but I feel like his on the feet game is going to be improving from fight to fight. So I can't not pick Brajo. It's just whether it's going to be a decision or not because on the Contender Series, especially his first Contender Series fight, he kind of just coasted a decision. I felt like so maybe that could happen if Makhmed's giving him a tough time, but I feel like he's one of those guys who's going to have that dog in him, and I could see a finish from Brajo, but I'm just going to pick him straight up.
Yeah, you know what? On a pay-per-view card where I think I've already seen some quotes of him saying I need to get finishes, I think I might play a Cal Barajo finish myself. So let's move into the featured prelim boot. Let's talk about some more dabble techs. Actually, this is a hammer tech for me. I got this one early. Belal Muhammad coming out against Sean Brady. He was a huge favorite when the line drops. I think he dropped at minus 150, minus 230. It was up there. And now he is all the way down to plus 115. Sean Brady is now the favorite at minus 140. I think that Belal Muhammad is going to have his way. There's a reason why he's taking this matchup. I mean, going down to fight a guy like Sean Brady that's not as highly ranked when there's other guys in the table in this welterweight division. He knows that this is a big spot, and he's confident. He's training over there with Khabib. He's known for his wrestling and his grappling and all this kind of stuff. His stand-up is coming along. It's just kind of a volume-based throw shit at your face until you get exhausted blocking it. And it's going to work because Sean Brady gasses. And I mean, as much work as you can do from camp to camp, Bilal's tank is levels above where Sean Brady's is at. When I saw this line at plus 140, I threw a hefty share on that line because I really am confident in Belal. It's probably one of my most confident picks. Great submission defense and great gas tank. Two things that you need to beat Sean Brady. So give me Belal Muhammad in this one. I'm all over that one. What do you got, Fishman?
Remember the name, baby. I'm riding with Belal for the same reasons, bro. I mean, he's just been beating caliber dudes. Let me just go to this. Let me bring up the Tapology real quick. Belal. All right. The Leon Edwards, he was probably going to lose that fight. But besides that one, I mean, just dubs, bro. This dude's a winner. He's been fighting caliber dudes. All right, Damian Maia, Stephen Thompson might be getting older. Vicente Luque, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're trying to win that fight, he did exactly his game plan. He plays out his game plan perfectly, and that's what I like. He knows what he's doing. He goes in there and he does it. So I don't see him going away from what he's trying to do, and his grappling is caliber enough to deal with Sean Brady. And let's go. I'm riding with the underdog Belal on this one.
Let's go. What do you got, Dano?
I like the dog Muhammad pick too, and I'm surprised we all three of us have picked him so far. But I kind of have not really a bold prediction, but just a little hot take. Even though these guys are really good grapplers in this fight, I feel like it's going to cancel out. This is going to be a kickboxing match. Not only because that might be their game plan, but both these guys have very high takedown defense, and their cardios are going to be pretty good. So they're not going to get tired enough to get taken down. I feel like it's going to stay on the feet. And in that case, I like Belal Muhammad. You guys have sung his praises. He's been in there with a lot of high-level people. 34 years old, coming to the end, not end of his prime, but maybe he's still in his prime. He's looking good in every fight. So I'm going to ride with Belal.
Yeah, I got a weird feeling Goose is going to say something different here. What do you got, Goosey?
Same page, fellas. It's a sweep. I'm picking Belal. The number that sticks out to me, 91% takedown defense. That means he can stop the grappling. If it comes out on the feet, I think Sean Brady is going to have the better stand-up, but he will gas early from that stand-up, and Belal takes over late. So give me Belal in this one. Also, he went out to AKA, training with Khabib and them, so he's doing everything he can to get prepared.
Khabib in the corner.
Yeah, I think Khabib's going to be in his corner, and that's got a lot of fuel under his ass. I think that's going to be a good thing for Belal.
Let's go. Those are the picks and predictions for the prelims. Pay-per-view Abu Dhabi. Check the next video for the main.